Hi, my name is Nathan. You're watching Nice at Dice, and today I'm going to be taking a look at a new product on my Etsy shop. It's an organizer for this game, Path of Light and Shadow, along with its expansion, Solstice. It is designed to fit inside the box for the core game, and it can contain all of the contents from the base game and the expansion, keeps it all organized together in the box and at the table during play. Let's go over to the desk and I'll show you how this works. So to get started, you're going to have 3 spacers that are going to go into the box. And these spacers help to just keep everything nice and snug, but they also give you some space around the edges to get your hands in to grab other pieces and pull them out. I think that's an important feature because I've seen a lot of organizers that are nice organizers all around, but they do get a little tedious when it comes to trying to get your hands in there to pull out the individual pieces. So that's what the spacers do here. And then we have 3 different trays to hold the cards. So this will hold the relic deck and all of the upgrade decks. Keeps them nice and organized. You can just set this on the table. You can pass it around as needed. What I like to do is when I'm putting everything away at the end of the game, I go ahead and shuffle each of these decks and put them in here. Already shuffled, and then you can just draw right out of here during the game, right? So it's convenient in that way. So you've got one for, like I said, the relics and the upgrade decks. We've got another one that's got all of the realm decks. And then we have the smaller one, and this holds the solo cards from the expansion. It holds the allies, the advisors, and the titles, all right? And that'll go right there. Then we have this big tray here. This holds all of the three-point defense pieces, the defense towers, and they all, they have the different symbols on them, which is supposed to be for different regions. But there's really no mechanical difference, and I found that in play, it's actually more tedious to try and find the right ones for the region that you're putting them on. So I just put them all together and just use them interchangeably, because it has no effect on the gameplay, and it's just easier, during the game to do that. This tray will hold the 1 defense pieces, and it has little prongs here in each corner. I don't think you can really see them on camera, but it has a little prong here in each corner that allows you to put the next 2 trays inside of this tray. They nest inside of this tray, and that just keeps everything a little more tidy inside the box. You don't have small trays just, jostling around. And those small trays hold the tokens from the expansion. We have the megalith tokens and then the 50-point, score tokens there. So we've got those, and like I said, they just nest inside of this box. You have cutouts on the side of this box, so it's easy to reach in there and grab the smaller trays and pull them out. So that goes like so. Slides in the corner there. Okay, and then we have this tray here. This holds all of your combat dice. All right, and then we have these. These are the individual player trays. We've got 4 of them, 1 for each color. And you have on top the starting deck for each player, and then the various tokens in their color, your banners, your cubes, and your ring for the miniature. These are designed to hold sleeved cards, and they fit right on top just fine. However, something to keep in mind is that there's not a lot of clearance this way, right? So I'm using, these are what they call penny sleeves, the Ultra Pro standard type of sleeves. There are more premium types of sleeves. If you use a more premium sleeve, you might find that the cards are going to stick up above the edge here, and that's not ideal. But if that's the case, if your particular sleeves that you like to use will not work with these little trays, there's plenty of room in these other card trays that you can stick these in there somewhere, right? So you can make it work. It's not ideal, but it's the best I can do with the limited space that I have. So you have 4 of these trays, and they go in like so on the side over here. And then you have the reference cards, and those are going to sit on top of these trays. It's important that you do that like that because that will keep the cards in place and keep them from getting shuffled around. All right, so you put those reference cards on top, and then here's the vacuum form tray that came with the expansion. It holds all the miniatures, and that'll fit right on top of those reference cards. All right, so you've got all that. These are the player board extensions from the expansion, and they're going to fit in a slot right over here. Okay, and they're secure there. They don't slide back and forth that way. And then we have the player boards, and then the expansion board. And those are going to fit over here on top of all these trays. Then we have the main board from the base game, and that's going to fit over here. There are notches cut out of these spacers here that keep this, you know, pretty firmly where you want it to be. Then you've got all of the rule books, reference sheets, etc. Those will fit right on top. Box goes on. The box is going to close flush. There's not going to be any lift to the lid from the contents, so that'll be nice. And if you are the type of person who likes to store your board games vertically on the shelf, you can do that. You can even flip this entirely upside down. Say you're carrying it with you in a game bag and it flips over in the trunk or whatever. Right? And we'll just pop it open and see if it is a complete mess inside or if it's still organized after all that moving around. Let's take a look. All right. So far, it looks like everything's where it's supposed to be. Everything's still where it's supposed to be. Under here. All right, everything's where it's supposed to be. So, keep everything nice and organized even while you're traveling. Even if you want to store it vertically, none of that is any problem. Easy to unpack, easy to pack back up, keeps things organized in the box and on the table during play. And that is the organizer for Path of Light and Shadow and its expansion Solstice. Okay, so that's the organizer. Hopefully that gives you a good idea of what you're getting with this product. I've used it on the table with my own copy of the game. I enjoy using it. Keeps things nice and organized, keeps the game flowing easily. There's going to be a link in the description of this video to my Etsy shop if you want to go take a look at it. And if you've never heard of Path of Light and Shadow, I'm surprised you're still watching this video this far. But I have also done a review of Path of Light and Shadow. It's an excellent game. I enjoyed it a lot. So there's a link in the description of this video to where you can go watch my review if you're interested in that. Again, my name is Nathan. You've been watching Nice at Dice. Thank you so much for watching, and you enjoy the rest of your day.